Africa, as well as a fellow at the Institute of Commonwealth Studies. He joins us now live from London. And Martin, it's always good to have you on. So we've seen this conflict going on for nearly a year now. What has sparked this latest incident?
Well, you've really had this war is divided into three sections. The first one was when it began in November. The Ethiopians attacked from the south with Amhara forces. The Eritreans attacked from the north, and they drove the Tigrayans out of their capital, Mekelle. And the government of Tigray then hid in the mountains and prepared. In June this year, they then had a huge counteroffensive and drove the Eritreans and the Ethiopians out of the Tigray region. This is the third phase, and the Ethiopians have basically recruited huge numbers, absolutely extraordinary numbers of young people from the various ethnic groups of Ethiopia, and they are now pushing them towards Tigray to try to recapture land that they lost.
Got it, got it. And it seems like every time we see a pause or a potential ceasefire, it just escalates again. How much of an escalation would you see this move by the government now?
Well, this is an all-out war. Only one side is going to win it. I mean, there's been desperate appeals from the United States, from the European Union, from the United Nations for peace talks and peace discussions to try and end this. The Nigerian former president has been named Obasanjo as the mediator in this by the African Union, but he really doesn't have a chance. And I'm afraid this is a fight to the finish as far as I can see. Either Prime Minister Abiy wins it with the support of President Isaias of Eritrea, or the Tigrayans win it. And there is really, as far as I can see at this moment, no third option.
So it looks like Prime Minister Abiy, from an outside observer's perspective, enjoys this enormous public support. He won re-election in July. It was a landslide. However, on the inside, to what extent is that really true? And how is this, the continued war, and now this offensive, viewed by the public?
Well, I don't think one should take the election terribly seriously. You know, the European Union and others wouldn't even send observers there. It was so clear it was going to be rigged. And the major Oromo ethnic groups pulled their people out of the election, and they are a third of the Ethiopian population. So, you know, I'm afraid Ethiopian elections are not an indication of support. Having said that, there is huge support for Prime Minister Abiy at the moment from many ethnic groups. They do support him. They have sent their young people, some of them no older than school children, up to the front line. But one shouldn't forget that this happened in 1984, previously in Ethiopia's war with Eritrea, when 100,000 peasants were sent in to capture Eritrea, and they were slaughtered. And I'm afraid that looks as if it might be happening now. It's far too early to tell. There are no independent journalists inside Tigray. So all we have are the views from the periphery. Well, you used some footage from the Sky News people who did a great report, but it's only from the periphery of the fighting. And other than that, we have to rely on government statements and statements from the Tigray government.
Right. What we know is it is an ugly situation currently. Martin, always great to have your insights. Thank you.